Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of The Bug Warrior. In today's video I will show you how to unlock and use the Well of Souls, the new crafting system introduced in patch 0.3.0 of Path of Exile 2, also known as the third edict update. The third edict is out and you probably already encountered the green fissures from which various ghostly mobs and enemies spawn. Defeating these monsters will allow you to close the fissure and earn an abyssal coffer that will contain high tier loot. However, at these new league events you can also get Nath Jawbones, or just bones as players are calling them, that will allow you to modify and improve your gear. Alright, so the first step of course is to find and unlock the Well of Souls. In order to do so you will need to complete Act 1 and progress through Act 2 until you reach the section where you are tasked to recreate the Horn of the Basiri. Go to the Mastodon Badlands and look for the exit to the new Lightless Passage. This is a new section, so returning players might miss it, but if you check the map, it's there. Enter the Lightless Passage and go through the level. You will find the same mobs and monsters that you find at the Abyssal Fissures. This level is a small preview of what's coming, especially once you reach the area where there is a crater from which a green energy aura is coming out. This special crater will require that you defeat waves of enemies that spawn from it, and at the end a rare monster that goes by the name of Sinflay will appear. This is a cool looking monster that has tentacles. Defeat Sinflay and clear the level until you find the exit to the Well of Souls. Once you enter the Well of Souls, activate the waypoint and to your left you will find your stash and a lurking creature. The stash is here because in this league you will be returning here a lot. Speak to the lurking creature and you will notice that it speaks in a language that we can't understand. Click continue and the hooded one will appear. He will tell you that the abyssals spawn from the Well of Souls, but most important, he will teach you how to understand their language. Last but not least, he will tell you that these creatures serve a dark god called Kulemak, the Lich Lord, master of the undead. The hooded one will leave and let you continue the conversation with the lurking creature. I do suggest you go through all the different topics to learn about the well, the abyssals and their master. Once you're done talking to the lurking creature, proceed to the edge of the abyss and interact with the Well of Souls. This will open a container where you can place an item that has an unrevealed desecrated modifier. So what is this? Well, remember the bones I told you about that you can find by fighting the mobs that spawn from the abyss fissures? You need to find and use these bones. Here is a good example. As you can see here, I have a Nath Jawbone that desecrates a rare weapon or quiver. In order to use it, as the instructions read, you need to right click on the bones and apply it to the rare item that the bones indicate. Once you do that, you will notice the green matrix symbols at the end of the list of modifiers and below the indication to take the item to the Well of Souls to reveal the desecrated modifier. Interact with the Well of Souls, place the item in it and click the reveal button. Once you do that, the options to the new modifier will appear. You can only select one, so select the one that fits best for your build. For me, I went with the 56% increased spell damage. Once you select your modifier, please notice the very cool animation that the team at GGG did, because you will basically throw your rare item to the well and the lurking creature will go down to get it and retrieve it for you. This animation is amazing. So there you have it. Now you see why using the Well of Souls is worth it. I'm only getting started with a new league, but apparently once you reach the end game, you can use the same mechanism with waystones, meaning that this way you can farm 4 abyssal items more easily. Once I reach the end game, I will confirm this. We reached the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far and found the video interesting or useful, please consider to share, like, comment or subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.